and them import and them import to them import corruption, corruption. Them import and them import and them import to them import corruption, corruption. Gun and shot which are more than food. Make the little youth them a axe a road. Gun and shot which are more than food. Make the little youth them a axe a road. Whoa,
Greetings and welcome to Jesse I Interviews. My name is Jesse I and I'm a radio announcer from Melbourne, Australia, which is also known as Naarm in the language of the Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, who are the traditional owners of the lands on which I live and produce this podcast. This podcast is essentially a place for me to make available all of the many reggae and related interviews that I've conducted over the last few decades. My aim is to contribute to the oral history of reggae and Jamaican music, and so I present all the interviews here totally unedited. I also leave in all of the talking at the start and the end of the interview itself, before and after the official part of the interview, as I think they're often quite interesting. Sometimes they offer quite an insight into an artist's true personality. In this case, though, it's a little bit embarrassing, as I actually sing some of my own lyrics at the end of this one, but I'm still leaving it in. So if you want to hear an idealistic 22-year-old Jesse I badly perform some lyrics in imperfect patois, make sure you listen right through to the end. This interview is actually worth listening through till the end regardless, though I think it's a good one. Or actually, a strong one, as I said at the time. It features Jamaican singer Paul Elliott, who is definitely not a household name, but a name that many hardcore 7-inch vinyl collectors might know. He has a few tunes that go for surprisingly big money. While some Jamaican artists can be a bit insular, Paul Elliott is quite globally minded, as you'll hear in this one. And speaking of lyrics, he recites plenty in this, and he definitely has some good ones. Let's get right into it. Jesse I interviews Paul Elliott in Kingston, Jamaica, back in July 2002.
give praises to the King. True love I bring. Love.
Excellent, that's working. So yeah, the radio show, it's called Chant Down Babylon.
Yeah.
Jesse I hosted.
Jesse I?
Jesse I, yeah. And so
I can get the jingles first.
Okay. Alright. There's the radio station, PBS FM.
Chant on Babylon.
Yeah.
PBS. Alright.
Yeah, anytime you're ready.
And that?
Yeah.
Well, this is the chosen one, Paul Elliott, and Chant Down Babylon FM, because you don't know so the program is at. Yeah. PBS FM. Keep it locked. Give we back the real thing. Chosen one, no stop sing. Real thing. Everybody sing thing. PBCS. PBS.
If you sing, don't come closer to the mic, because then it'll peak.
PBS.
Yeah.
Alright. And your name,
Jesse I.
Jesse I.
Yeah.
Alright, bless. Jesse I, number one selector. Yeah, Chant Down Babylon FM. Yeah.
Chant, yeah.
I know where we're going. That's like me a kind of program something.
Yeah.
I saw the work going on.
I'll edit it later.
Oh, you edit it.
Yeah, I'll cut out the...
Jesse I, Chant Down Babylon, PBS FM, yeah. Jesse I, number one selector, Chant Down Babylon, the program, they even talk business, PBS FM, the chosen one, Paul Elliott said this is the hottest program around town. Yes, Jesse I, keep it locked. Paul Elliott said that from Jamaica, the chosen one. Yeah. Alright, get the next one. Jesse I, you get stronger. Fi rock the nation from corner to corner. Whoa, nana. Jesse I, you get stronger. Fi rock the nation from corner to corner. Whoa, nana. Well, this is the chosen one, Paul Elliott. May I tell us a Chant Down Babylon program. They haven't taught the business. PBS FM. Can't stop. Keep it locked. Pull up that.
Nice. Alright, should we do the interview?
Yeah, ready.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll just read a little intro like it's going out live, but I'll edit it. So if there's anything you say and then you decide you don't want me to broadcast that, just tell me. I'll drop it out. Right now I'm coming to you from Black Scorpio Studio in Kingston, Jamaica. Right here with the man, the chosen one, Paul Elliott. Give thanks for joining us here on Chant Down Babylon.
I must say give thanks, for even the opportunity to talk to the people. Yeah, way down, sir.
Yeah.
Way down, sir, because no matter where, if you're near or far, Rasta voice must hear,
For
it
real.
must heard. Yeah.
Respect. So I always start my interviews with a little bit of background information. So if you can tell us a little bit about where you were born, what life was like growing up for you as a youth.
Well, Paul Elliott was born in Waterhouse, Kingston 11, home delivery, born in my home, yeah. Never get touched by the hospital, yeah, so you don't know. Rasta got through great tribulation. Well, you to pass through the roughest time and also good times, you know. Early years, started out to the music, tender age of 9, you know, associated with King Tubbies, King Jammies, 90 Observer, most of the great stars and producers, Bonnie Lee, Jack Scorpio, you know, just a few to put on the list, yeah. Right now, we started out 9-year-old associated with Black Oro when them just started out in the business, Michael Rose, yeah. Way back in the 80s, early 80s, when them just started out doing professional recording. He used to record but never get the big break until the late 80s. Black Oro started established, so we grew up and get to hear Black Oro them play a lot of guitars beside my house. Half Pint and Junior Reid would walk from time to time with I hear them sing and things. So my greatest inspiration they come from Half Pint because I used to like every song he put out. Right. So whenever Half Pint go by King Jammy's studio, because I live next door King Jammy's studio, I would hear Half Pint sing certain song or in session of recording. Any song I'm doing, it automatically register. So when I get the chance to even sing on a sound system or any little activity pertaining to music, I would just sing over any one of Half Pint song them till the day come when I meet up on Jalife recording. I start the first recording 9 years old for Jalife. That's the first song, Easter Sunday Morning. Also did that album for him way back then.
9 years old?
Yeah, so whole heap of experience, you know. So we go way back in the music, you know.
Yeah. Speaking, you mentioned all those Waterhouse singers like Michael Rose, Junior Reid, Half Pint. But
Shabba Rankin, Admiral Bailey, the list goes way down, Nicodemus, all of the great stars, yeah. You get to associate yourself past Mike, Soundtrack, 14 parishes and sound system, you know, the whole works. I'm not just a singer. Originally, them used to call me Culture Paul, yeah, until I started the first song with 90 Mr. Elliott, but everybody come name Culture Peter, Culture Bobby, Culture this. He say, right now, where your name? I say, my name Paul Elliott. And we record a song named Stone Cold Lover. And from then we start use the name straight, Paul Elliott, my surname, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything just start pick up, you know.
Right.
Until we make a cool for school and we still doing the music around sound system, singing for a lot of sound system all across America, Canada and England. V-Rocket now, Generation, Coxon, Fatman, Java, all of the number one sound them around the world used to sing for and things. So whenever I leave from school and I would buy the studio, book a lot of the sound man, them and sing a lot of Dove Plate Special. So Dove Plate Special become a part of my living at times, you know what I mean, for even send me to school and things like that, you know, until move away from there again, till we back in the studio, professional recording, different style, attack the dancehall area, till we realize based on the struggle and the tribulation and the whole of gunshot and crime and violence, and I grew up, so I realized I must start sing more songs that can please into the people, to uplift the people, so I started to sing more roots and culture. That's why whenever you hear my song, you can still hear the cry, because you go through it, sleeping on the floor, sleeping on rooftop, house top, tree top, all of that, so we go through the whole works, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is Paul Elliott till late 90s again. I come and I lose my two brothers them again by the gun, and I lose my mother by the gun, also my father, and whole heap of tribulation. So I tribulation of the music, it words cannot even express.
Yeah.
And I still stand strong and sing righteousness for the people, you know. So I realize that my works is not just for me, you know, just for people out there, no matter your color or nationality. Yeah, that is my works, Paul Elliott.
Right. Obviously, you wear locks, trotted as a Rasta man, day-to-day living.
Yeah.
When did you first sight up Rasta?
Well, I grew up in a Rasta community, you know, so right now that was hard for I until I basically started with the glory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was hard from then, because from ever since I entered the music, I started to sing roots and culture song. Producers used to cuss me and say me always singing about tribulation and hardship, but it's easier for me to write a song about the hardship because I live it. So when I sing the sufferation, it's easier for me because I basically live it. For me to sing fantasy, it come in hard because me have to try to create the vibe, and you know what I mean. But when I sing it naturally, it coming out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people who live that life, them basically can feel the same vibration. That's why all through the years I've been performing on stage, I never really have a bad night on stage. The people them always appreciate it.
All right. Just getting back with the water, you mentioned those Waterhouse singers' inspiration, the Half Pint, Junior E, Michael Rose, but your singing style doesn't come like that same Waterhouse style.
Yeah.
Did you start with a more like a Half Pint style?
Yeah.
So you're covering his songs.
Yeah.
How has your style evolved over time?
Right now, if you hear me, some of them 9-year-old records, they don't sound like a chickmunk. Total different because we're going ourselves and start create.
Yeah.
You know, and we give thanks to the whole link up with even Black Scorpio.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I start to record for Black Scorpio. And we bring out a lot of major hits.
Yeah.
And Scorpio label and even King Jammies. And almost every record label I record for, I give them hits. Because come like it was hard in for me to sing pure hits.
I know you've got a very good album out on the Taboo One label, Meaning of Life.
Yeah.
We played that a lot in Australia when that came out. How did you come to hook up with Taboo One, French reggae label? How did that?
Well, I produced that album, you know.
You produced that?
I'm the executive producer for that album.
Right.
That album, one time I went into France and I realized how popular I am in France. I had an album called Save Me Oja before, produced by me as well and the Red Bridge recording label.
I have that on 7-inch, but I don't have the album.
Yeah, the LP. Yeah, well, you can get it down here at Dynamic Sound. The album released down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and in Jetstar in England, you can get the CD, 17 track, the CD. I realized how popular I was in England. I get Artist of the Year, for, Best Album for the Year for '99 in England. Nominated by Echoes Magazine.
Right.
And a lot of people was asking for me all over the place. So I take a tracks in France and I was doing a lot of shows and dub plate special and link up with a company named Music This and link up with some other company and Gilom hear about me and him saying come call me. And then we strike a deal with that album and I think we could do more on that album in terms of promotion and tours and things, but I don't know what take place with that. So we just approach the next project again. Just recently put out a next album produced by me and Black Scorpio in America for artists only again. You know, works continue, do a lot of singles we're doing, but mostly the songs them right now is more appealing to the people worldwide because I feel them pain and them cry. I tell you. The lyrical content, them I want the people them just listen to words more than even them listen to the beat.
Yeah.
Because that is being even more meaningful more than the beat around them. If you even hear me come on a dance rhythm, just listen to the lyrical content.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I know that you've done enough hardcore dancehall rhythms as well as the rootsy rhythms. Do you have a preference? Do you prefer what?
Well, I
love.
love.
You like them both?
I basically right now I love the roots more.
Yeah.
I do that because I just try to show them that I am flexible. I can do all. Because I'm coming from the root of the music. So if you're coming from the root of the music, you're supposed to be on the branches. Yeah. You're supposed to be like the fruits. Yeah, we're bearing due season. So I'm just showing the fruits who are bearing fruit in the new season and due season.
Right. Tune Cut and Clear.
Yeah.
What label is that on?
That on my label. Cut and Clear, that's on the Save Me Oja album. I put it out on my label called.
So I love that tune. I don't really have a question. It just came to me. I just thought of that tune then. I want to ask about that.
I better try to remember the label. There's so many songs since that.
Because I have it, and I should know what label it is, but I can't think now.
Yeah.
So that's your label. Because it was
yellow and white.
I'm sure it had a heart.
Yeah.
It was like
to get
hands and heart or something like that. But
yeah.
That's not it. That's a different label.
No, that's the label is called. I know the label, but just to me using a next label now named Stronger Production. Okay. I don't use that label anymore, so that kind of get
Production.
Stronger Production. It is my label.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
That song Cut and Clear based on, if you listen to lyrical content, it's based on the fight where they start getting the music after a while. I'm getting very popular. I'm like mashing up all the shows and people say, Paul Elliott is doing very good. And thing, till you start hear some radio people and some other little press people start give off some bad vibes. So I become feeling downhearted. So I say, what kind of vibe this? So I just go in on myself and build a song there. From what some people confront me, them never try strengthen I man journey. But as me hear them utter negativity, but just to the pause of the most, I just always a dwell with me. So I'm just a cut and clear, me see clear them fear. Me a cut and clear, me now sit up now them handful cheer. Them see on the road, them show your face of love when them heart full of pure butter blood. Looking at them eyes, just see envy and grudge for the younger sister youth, them not show no love. That's why me have to cut and clear. Do you know how it feels, my friend, when stumbling black in your way, working so hard with your shoulders to the wheel and at the end of the day, no pay. You have to cut and clear. So, in this work, you always find people that fight down what you do, you know, and you find so them girt up garbage and rubbish and corruption more than all them love to take up righteousness. Yeah, that's how they are.
Right. Before we wrap this up, is there anything else you want me to ask you? Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Well, I can talk about a lot of stuff, but it depends on the topic where you want to touch.
Sure.
You know, basically, if I just show you my autobiography now, and you was running through it, I have it in my Jeep right now, maybe you'd get a wider perspective of Paul Elliott. But just to basically, you just a freelance and I give you an idea based on the amount of work I've been doing in the business over the years.
Yeah.
You know, so most people won't even know that I've been in the business from even before Admiral Bailey, before Chaka Demus, before all of these guys. You know,
You
them
started at 9.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm before all of these guys, with the Bounty and everybody, you know what I mean? Come see me after in the business.
As someone that's been in the business for that long, what do you think of the way reggae has changed and evolved over the years?
Based on the hustling and the greed, the people trying to get the music cheap, but the music is still here, and I is still here to carry out the positive vibration. So when my man hear the music, I kind of dilute, get dancehall, hip hop. It's because the money greed, you know. It's not because they love the music. Hear 40,000 man and one rhythm is not because is it for the most man own benefit. Man want to get publishing on his rhythm. You know, so the artist, sometimes if him don't know what him do, don't get anything at all. Because when you do, a man get 900 man and one rhythm, you don't build up him publishing better. You know what I mean? Him don't really care of the artist's needs and what could do best for the artist. He won't become self-centered. You know, so this is why you find the music gone to that. But I still there ready for do the right type of work, but just to do the right type of work, it may cost more money and more time and effort. And it all depends on who really love the music will stand up and make that decision for the music. Most guys is just hustling, big and small. You know, that's why I come with a song and give about the real thing where Dennis Brown that sing. The real thing, Bob Marley sing thing. The standard of the music is deteriorating. What kind of vibes them a youth I bring? The buyers, them I say them a fraud. Them not hearing the melody, no key, nor chord. Musician, it look like when I sleep, when I play the rhythm, but it still skip a beat. Producers, be careful of what you put out. Reggae music is bigger than hand to mouth. So give back the real thing. Some radio personalities, they to at fault. Good songs put aside, the bad ones they exalt. Promoters, you two are holding us back. Before the stage show start, fans say that it flap. Worse them than them sing on the chosen one Elliott. They had up the spot with the real thing.
Musicians, it look like you are asleep. You have played the rhythm, but it still skip a beat. Producers, be careful of what you put out. Lord, reggae music is bigger than hand to mouth. Oh Lord, one back the real thing. Where Dennis Brown did a sing. Real thing. Bob Marley sing thing. The real thing. Where Bernie Spear him a fling. The real thing. Where you write chanting.
Because the real thing is here. I'm going to paint a picture like it's only Bob Marley. I can carry the flag to that height. And we know that I am here. And them do the people, them don't hear the best of me. I didn't even start work as yet. Because I didn't start even express most of what the people them need to hear. Not what them want to hear, what them need to hear. Because I do a song basically for the children in Afghanistan. The other day I called them, if them ever drop a nuclear bomb today, the whole world would be in dismay. You couldn't run away. There'll be no safe place to stay. Thinking of a revolution consisting of guns and bombs. The wounded and the dead is destruction and bloodshed. Stop pointing your finger. Stop attacking each other. Stop making the innocent suffer. Standing by the riverbank, but they can't drink the water. What did they do to you? Why you treat them so? What did they do to you why you treat them so? Now it's only barren waste where lush vegetation used to grow. Joining in long lines for food when it should be served at their table. The ones that are causing them pain are the ones that should be rocking their cradle. What did they do to you why you treat them so? What did they do to you? I heard them asking, hiding in shelters from bombs when they should be outside and playing. You tell them fairy tale, have them a weep and a wail. When the fruit's not bitter, the bread is stale. What did they do to you? Yeah, them thing that I have to offer. You know?
Lyrics, man, they're true.
No, man. I'm saying what is right. I'm not saying because I want to big up myself and because I want people to know about how popular Paul Elliott get and how much money I can make. I concerned about the people. The people mean more to me more than the money. That's my job. I rather take a sacrifice for that. The people, no matter your color, your nationality. That is Paul Elliott. Now, if people don't get the true Paul Elliott, yes, because most producers in Jamaica trying to dunk press I, try to hold I back and bull up, big up a little man, him can pat on him shoulder. You know, big worse when time you're not association with certain negativity in terms of the opposite sex and all these things and all these corruption. So you can, you know what I mean? So it varies. So you have to, one time some people see certain thing coming out, them quizzing and wondering what, but that is it.
Respect that. Yeah, you come strong.
I know what I'm talking about. I live it. I tell you, I live it. And I'm just singing it. I live it. The war between neighboring countries take a toll on humanity. The old and the young, they are hungry while the leaders sit idling. The reason they do it is because them poor hungry, and if them can't have it all, the whole world would be living in a misery. Just once, if we could try justice, we have already tried war and peace, and see the war increase. With all the looting and the shooting and the bombs they are dropping, what do they gain? North and south, east and west fighting for power. People are feeling pain. Now I know peace and justice aren't the same. Because justice is always far, peace is always after the war. For just once. Is this their plan? To unleash the beast and man? It's been that way since time began. I hope you'll understand. Everywhere you have internal conflict, the pressure drop, the poor man feel it. This vicious cycle, they just got to break it. The stress of war, they always face it. I have to wonder now if these leaders are insane. They take the chains from your feet, but now them place it on your brain. For just once, we could try justice. These are what I have to offer to the people.
Respect. Yeah.
So when I see them just bring certain artists on the road, it's because of favoritism and, you know what I mean, them not bringing the true works of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile King Selassie, justice for one and all. So most of the time you may see one set of people come on, you see one set of artists every time coming out and you feel like no good singers in Jamaica are not creating in Jamaica. These guys do it deliberately. I don't know if them working, who them working with, or if it's a planting or what, but right now I'm standing strong. I'm not going about, but if you don't hear from Paul Elliott, and you say, what's happening to Paul? I've been working, man, but sometimes my works don't filter out into the world because guys are trying to hold back that. To push up some guys saying about all type of negative things, you know. But we stand for what we stand for.
Words of right will always endure. The words of wrong will come and go. And
no, that is what they want to stand. And right now they want to promote Paul Elliott now because I'm not a dead man. They promote a dead man because I'm alive. And they will never say nothing good about me while I'm alive. I know that.
Same way Bob Marley dies, Garnet Silk dies, and the works get stronger. You see the same.
It don't get stronger, it get weaker because he's not around to carry on the works.
But don't you think that like Phil?
No, when in your glory, no man, come on, we're gonna be realistic now. In your glory, while you're, for instance, you're a basketball player, you're doing the best in the field, doing good. Maybe you come up through school and doing work good, and they take a stack of man around the corner, and him just come in last week and thing, and him show a track record of experience and what he have been doing and thing, and then you find a man just come through the door. All of a sudden, you see every glory is on him, and yes, sir, then you hear one good works, and then you find the works start deteriorating and deteriorating. You realize that is because of partiality in the business. Welcome to the real business of corruption, is music business. Heights of corruption.
Music business.
Yeah. Biggest corruption is in music business.
How does it go?
Partiality and injustice.
Because I was speaking to someone and they were saying that, I can't remember who I was speaking to so many people in the last couple of days, cramming as much in the time in Kingston as I can. But speaking to someone and they said that they had a record that was doing real well. It was starting to get some vibes. It entered the chart, and then somebody pays someone at a radio station.
It's happening all the time. It's happening all the time. Yeah, man, it's happening all the time.
How can that go on? How can someone pay money
Because
and say you can't play that song?
Because through the injustice of the system, most guys
they bow to the money.
Yeah, them don't bow because they want to stand up for equal rights and justice for him son, him daughter, him grandchildren, and who yet to come. These guys are not in it for that. They're just in it for the money. They're not in it for the music and the uplifting of the people down the road and which is nothing but positivity. Them don't want that. Because you're going to bring up a strong race. If you feed people and corruption, them going, okay, yeah, it's all good. But if you make everyone wise and everybody try and drive a big car and everybody can live nice, okay, we can't down press nobody. We don't have no power over nobody. We don't have no control. But these guys use these things to control people. And this is what I'm beating down. This is what I am fighting down.
Yeah.
Injustice.
Yeah. All right, respect. Well, before we wrap this up, is there one last, well not last, because
our work continue.
Is there a message you'd like to project to the Australian massive? What in a nutshell, to wrap it up, what message do you want to pass on to the people down under?
Well, my works for the people. I tell the people, them just fight for what they want. Don't give up, no matter how the barriers and the pressure come down on you. Stand for what you stand for and believe in yourself. They say no man who praise themselves. Them say self-praise is no recommendation, but I can tell every man that is the first recommendation. If you cannot represent yourself, no one will represent you. So I can tell each and every one that. But right now, all the world leader, I have a song phone right now because I come from mash up every crack in every cabinet, whether yard or abroad internationally. See them a worry and afraid. Mash up every crack in them cabinet, Lord. Make them run go pitch tent. Rasta run them out of the House of Parliament. Well, me not play cat and mouse. That's another fire na them big white house, Lord. We see the whole of them a fraud. Dedicate this year one to them House of Lords. The people taken to the street, say they can't find food to eat. No teachers in the schools, they want the youths them to be fools. Doctors and sick out, I see my people dying out. Police should be keeping the peace. Dial 119 and the whole of them asleep. No, them a worry and afraid. Mash up every crack in them cabinet. Well, as we can see, internationally, agriculture is getting a leak. So we have to address that.
Yeah.
I see the farmers in the hills using their tools for their skills, trying to produce, but it never reached to the market because the road is so bad. Not even mule nor jackass can walk it. Ancient days, a mule and donkey used to carry the food from the market, the hills and the valley. No proper lighting in the ghetto make the youths them bad so into the case of water. Like the people them short. I know in them corrosion. Because most places all over the world people can't find housing. Now the people them a holler worldwide. But I know them they value the dollar make all of the currency get stronger. Yeah.
They have some good, strong lyrics, man, for the whole world to hear.
Yeah, that is what we want to do. But until we find a real man who want to invest in good music, you can tell them to find me. And you anywhere in the world somebody want to invest in good music and have good product and good thing to offer the world, tell them to call on Paul Elliott. We can show you. We know everything about the business in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Most guys, me do my own work. I produce my songs, them. I distribute it to the radio station. I do everything from start. I'm my own publicist. I don't wait on people.
Yeah.
I do my own thing.
Best way to operate, I reckon. If you can do something for yourself, why not?
I've done it. Yeah. You get my album in France, in Australia. I produce it.
Yeah.
My first album produced by me. My second album produced by me. My third album produced by me.
All right, Paul Elliott, thank you very, very much for joining us here on Chant Down Babylon.
Chant Down Babylon, Paul Elliott. Whenever you want to find me in Australia, you can call me directly. You can call me on my mobile if you have my fan club, 792-5564. You can also call me And my next line, 924-7149. Yeah, more life. Paul Elliott, loving a like food. And remember, I got a lot more to offer to you guys. Stay strong and just believe in positive music. It is here. It is here in abundance waiting on all the world. We have all what the world need. Yeah. Pertaining to peace and rights and justice and equality for all. You can call in us. Remember the number. Keep it locked. Chosen one said that, Paul Elliott. Bless. Chant down Babylon. More life.
Give thanks. Yeah, give thanks. That was a real strong interview, man. Give thanks. Strong words. I'm not just saying that, you know.
I know that, man.
I really like where you're coming from. You know? Real strong worldwide, global consciousness, and not.
We're not just singing for Jamaica. We're singing for the world.
Yeah, I realise that. Let me get that. Can I get your number again? I got it on there, but just so I have it as well. I can copy it down, but just to be safe.
So most of you may see the glamour, between me and you, my lord, you may see the glamour and glitter in most guys in Jamaica. You see boy one set of money, you see, man, a partiality, man, injustice, man, no, most of it.
Personally, you know, I don't, stuff like gold chains, gold rings, this sort of, to me that's money that instead of being on your finger around your neck, could be giving someone else education.
Well, I wear gold and them thing then, but I just wear it because it is there to wear. I don't really believe gold.
I'm just using that as an example.
No, but I'm gonna say, I basically, because these things is there for us to be used. So if I can use it, why not use it? Car is there for man to drive, every man to have it.
Yeah. Well, let me put it another way. The way I see it, a man that's driving a $100,000 Mercedes, you know, if they bought I'm talking Australian dollars too. If they bought a $20,000, you know, a car that's just as comfortable but doesn't have the brand, and then they spent that other $80,000 that they saved on something more constructive, but would be better for the whole world.
Yeah, but you know, based on modern technology and them thing there, and people want to brag and show off on each other and all them thing, then want to have all these praise, and you must come and praise him because he's very. These are the mental. The media is doing it.
Yeah.
The media is doing it.
The media is almost more powerful than politicians.
I can tell you that. While you know the biggest slave master you have in the world now is the media.
I haven't done this for anybody else, but can I give you some of my lyrics on the media? I wrote a tune after September 11. I'll sing it for you. So, New York burn and the camera shooting. Camera turn when them land them a looting. Them never film when the land them polluting. Them never film when it's them who is killing. Pump prime time propaganda mind recruiting. With the hook line, them a catch you with them shooting. Ads all the time to keep your mind on consuming wonders and signs. Me put the boot in, yaga yo. New York burn and the world them mourning. But never check for the youth them starving. Them never question the third world workings. Me call that slaving from morning till evening. New York burn and the world just a cry. But I and I me hailing Rastafari. Me bun propaganda, me bun them lie. Me bun and false freedom on them 4th of July.
True thing. Then I see nuclear bomb, make him get a 45.
Yeah.
Scarpa produce a 45 nuclear bomb. You need to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it, but I don't have it.
You have it, man. Make him give you that song, man. That is for the purpose, man. Yeah. You're basically saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You didn't hear the lyrical content basically corresponding to that song, Nuclear Bomb.
I still need to get that number. I lost the page.
You see, we know that. And right now, based on what I'm seeing, personally, from a personal perspective, I don't think there's no Bin Laden in the world.
To me, I don't care because
I know that's a propaganda.
Yeah.
That's a propaganda. I know that. I look through the media and I see that.
Yeah.
No, I've been to America and I am there and I see what is happening. This propaganda is a modern tool used to distort the golden rule, used by Babylonian kings and queens to distract I and I dreams. They even told us lies and fairy tales. Even if Jonah and the whale, both seas and lands are up for sale. The mystery of psychological warfare.
Yeah. What's that number for?
924?
Yeah.
7149.
And the next one?
792 5564 374 7012.
So what was that? 374.
7012. That's the next mobile number. 876 year code.
Yeah, gotcha. All right.
But trust me, this interview is good. I'm quite sure you're gonna have that's gonna be a bomb for you, man.
Yeah, it'll come across good.
Because basically I don't sing the lyrics, I talk the lyrics for you.
Yeah, so that's easier for people to understand. Right there, fits right in.
You need to send me a tape, man.
All right, we'll do.
Whoa, mama, whoa, mama, whoa, mama, whoa, mama, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, mama, whoa, mama, whoa, mama, whoa, mama, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
Paul Elliott speaking to me there from the offices of Black Scorpio Studios in Kingston back in 2002. If you enjoyed the podcast and you'd like to support it and help keep it going, please think about becoming a patron on Patreon. I've actually just tweaked the prices a little and put them into Australian dollars. When I started the Patreon, that wasn't an option, but it is now, and given all of my existing patrons are Australian, I figured it makes sense. If you're listening from foreign though, you definitely can still become a patron. It'll just convert to your own currency. Prices now start at $3 Australian a month, and it goes from there up to $5, $10 and $15, with a few different perks for each. For the top 2 tiers, I actually email out a package of music from the interviewee of each episode, which often includes tunes you can't easily find on places like Spotify. If you'd like to become a patron, please check out patreon.com/Jesse_I_interviews. On that note, a big shout out to my patrons, DJ Pablito, Tom Tanaki, Empress Irie, and Armageddon Time. Thanks for listening. Eyes as every time.
Yes, the reggae music loud. Turn it up to all the uptown crowd. Turn it up to all the downtown crowd. I wanna slap with reggae music. Turn up, it turn up. From sundown to sun up, the music turn up, it turn up. Stage show burn up when me run up, the music turn up, it turn up. In a reggae music.